Hey everybody, welcome to the Fired Up with AJ show. We're in part three talking to Ann Jersh about her book, The Future Life Progression. And in the last segment, we are talking about finding your purpose and coming up with your dreams and retooling your life. And so now let's move to the next step. We've figured out our dreams, or you'd said that you'd worked with your own coach because everyone needs a coach,
Oh
including
yeah,
coaches. And so you had had this um, sense that this intuition of your future that you'd be writing a three-book deal. And in fact, you got a three-book deal, and you're mentioning
mm,
that you got it through being at a wedding, which then led you to, so um, there was a networking, connecting, finding your team and tribe.
mm.
What does one, so you found your purpose, you're not really sure about it, but you're keeping your mind opening, and we believe all the magical thinking or belief that we just said in the past segment that we're aligning our future and we're bringing into our consciousness and we're kind of living into it. How do we now reach out to our network and connect and find our team and tribe?
This has been so poignant during the lockdown because so many people are their connection with people, popping out to the shops, going to work, and having to. There's a whole bunch of people. I don't know what it's like in America, but in England, hordes of people are in small apartments, living on their own. Uh, not much outside space, and they've not had contact with people. They're not having any contact with people, maybe talking to people online, but
Yeah.
it's really
Zoom calls, that's
highlighted.
it. Yeah.
But imagine that if you're working from home, you live on your own, you've moved to an area where you don't know a lot of people. A lot of people these days don't have a social life, so people are just really isolated, and I think that's going to get worse, and it bothers me. The other thing is online, where connected thousands and thousands of people. Most of them we wouldn't know if we walked past them in the street. We don't
Right.
know them.
Yeah.
So I put in a chapter on finding your tribe because we all need our tribe. We need. You can have several tribes, but they're the people that get you. They're into the same stuff as you. They're kind of on your wavelength. They laugh at the same daft stuff. Often part of our tribe can be where we grew up
Hmm.
because that they have a similar patterns to us. We have a similar vibe. I still see all my friends that I grew up with right from being a kid. I'm in touch with my friends, and we really get. We've all taken different paths, but you put us all together, and it's magic. We have so much fun, and I
That's
think we
sweet.
need that. But I think in the future, and I think there's going to be something after Facebook, and it will be more tribal. So your tribe could be anything. It could be shamanism. It could be something you've overcome. It could be something you're passionate about. I think that there'll be something after Facebook which is more tribal, which links you by your group. We're going to need to have like-minded people, and I think this COVID's really highlighted how we need that. Maybe six people is a good number, 6 or 7 people in our lives that maybe we meet up for dinner once a week, something where we have that connection, because we're becoming less and less connected. And you look at the youngsters growing up, that they're not going out to play.
Yeah.
We were out all day long. They're not going out to play.
Yeah, they're not.
Now you have COVID where they have to sit so far apart from each other. They're not going to know how to socialize. They're not going to know how to deal with people. So I think it's really important for the world to for us to start finding our tribes. What was interesting when I started working with Future Life Progression, I it got massively busy because the book on the subject came out, and I suddenly I people saying, "Would you come? Would you come in different countries?" And I thought I can't be everywhere, so maybe I need to train a few people. So I set up a training, and of course,
Yeah, why don't you train me, then I'll talk about it. Then my
oh
vision will
yeah,
come true.
come over to England. We've got one in a couple of weeks. Come over, jump on a plane, come over.
Exactly. That was my vision. It will just be instead of 3 years, it'll be 3
Oh yeah,
days.
come over, come over. It's really good. It's lovely. It's right by the river in Maidenhead. But what I found was when we started working with FLP, it attracted like-minded people. So when we
Hmm.
get together and when people come and train with me, the next thing you hear, one of them's gone to stay with the other one, or they've gone out for dinner.
Mm,
They're kind of, even if I wasn't in the equation, FLP, you find that they're kind of on the same wavelength. They
mm,
get each other, they're
mm-hmm,
connected. And you could find that with anything. It could be the shamanism,
mm-hmm,
whatever it is. You'll have that something where you build that connection. I mean, we just happened to build our tribe with FLP, and it's been amazing. It tracks a certain line of thinking that you
mm,
can slip around in time and go off time traveling. Not
mm-hmm,
everybody's gonna not everybody's gonna think that, but they all get that. They all get on. They're very. I went out for dinner with one last week. She went up to the north of England to stay with one of the other girls. It's phenomenal. But everybody's got something where they could connect to a tribe. Now, if you can't find the tribe, maybe you should start the tribe.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Set up something, a dinner once a month, an online group. Draw your tribe. That is when things start to get very interesting.
And so it's really like-minded people who can support you and have interests and to reach outside of your existing network so that you can find opportunities. That's
Yeah, it is, but it's also you're in a safe space to develop your ideas and to
mm,
grow with
mm,
whatever you're into. Um, I put a chapter in the book on creativity, and they found that very young children, most of them are 97% are creative geniuses. By the time we're adults, it's about 4%. It's not that we've lost our creative genius, it's just that we think, oh, I better not say that, that sounds silly. And over time, we suppress it. You can actually bring it out again. When you have your tribe, you feel comfortable going, I know, let's build a submarine in the back garden or
mm,
whatever it is you want to do. We can kind of free flow our ideas. So with us lot, it's about time travel and wonder if we could go there. Wonder if we went to that space. Whatever it is, it'll be something that you as a group feel comfortable sharing with each other and developing and coming up with amazing, crazy, fabulous ideas.
right. So it's basically it's like a safe space for you to actually grow and nurture and have people who are like
Yeah.
cheering you on during that whole time.
Yeah, yeah, and we all who doesn't need that? Everybody. It's like elderly people can be isolated. They need people around that live the same life as them. Maybe they want to reminisce. Maybe I've got a brother that's in his 70s, my dad's previous marriage. He's just learning rock and roll dancing in his 70s. He's out there jiving with all the women. He loves it 'cause he gets to hold their hands. And that's his new tribe. Absolutely true. He's dynamite with the dancing. He gets to dance with all the ladies. Very happy. Um, that's his thing. And he's suddenly come to life. He's so,
Hmm.
when he talks about it, he lights up and he can't wait to do
I
it.
see. So in some ways, I mean, what I'm hearing is that whether it's future visioning for your work life, it could also be future visioning for your tribe. Like, who is your tribe? And then
Yeah,
kind of imagining, and maybe your dad's like, I want to do a rock and roll dance, like whatever it is. So
yeah,
it's bringing more life, life energy into your life through a group of
yeah.
people who have a similar interest in growing from that place.
Yep, you could be Trekkies, you could be into Star Trek, you could be into Star Wars, could be into some dancing, it could be meditation. But there's whatever it is that you're really into, there's other people out there.
Right.
And then when you
And
start getting together as a group, some magic happens. But I think we're going to need our tribes more. I think we've come away from tribes, how we were a long time ago. And we're now, oh, I know all these thousands of people. And we're more isolated than we've ever been. And I really want to get back. When I get together with my old friends that I've known since I was a kid, the banter, the laughter, the gossip, everything, the energy is just wonderful, and you feel so
mm,
safe with them because we know all our bad bits. We know who's had crazy divorces, and this and that, been bankrupt. We know that our kids all know each other. How fabulous is that you can have that with you? But just to say, the same with my FLP people, we can sit and talk for hours, and we really bounce off each other and help each other, and we collaborate. So though I founded it, I collaborate. I
mm,
step back a lot and collaborate with them because I think that is a stronger way to be rather than me, oh, I'm the one that started it. I've got them, they go off and run things.
Hmm.
They come to me and go, I want to do this with children. I go, you're much more qualified than me. You go run that. So you
Hmm.
start to branch off and really build each other. And when you're building each other up, that's when real magic happens.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we've been talking to Ann Jersh about her book, Future Life Progression, and the importance of finding your team and your tribe in terms of what I'm hearing is creating a safe space for your ideas and
Mm,
your new ideas to flourish and for you to be, when you talk about your tribe from your neighborhood since your childhood, it's like it's really just someone who is really to be understood the whole year. You have a
mm.
witness throughout your whole life. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
really privileged, wonderful thing that I've noticed more people. I've met some Irish guys that have that when I was traveling on the Camino,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's not everyone has their tribe and childhood friends in the U.S. We all like are dandelions. We're spread across the country, and
Uh,
we don't have our childhood friends anymore. But it's creating that sense of comfort and familiarity and being
mm,
known. So we've been talking to Ann Jersh about her book, Future of Life Progression. In the last segment, let's talk about encouraging flexibility and flow, which I think is so critical, especially during these chaotic times. Thank you so much.
It means so much to me that you're listening to the show. Would love your support in any way by giving me comments below or to subscribe to the show or share the show with friends. Thank you again for your support. Love and blessings.